Hey guys, Liza from Landing Page Guys here, and welcome to another free landing page audit session. So as always, I am really excited to see what you guys have sent us, and I can't wait to dive into your pages. I'm really looking forward to adding some value here today, guys. So if you haven't seen these before, what we do is we pick 5 or 6 pages at random from the links you've been dropping in the lab. Then I'm going to give you a brutally honest appraisal of your page, guys, but I'm going to give you some actionable tips that you can take away and apply to your pages to increase your conversion rates. Of course, if you need our help, hit us up at landingpageguys.com. But don't forget, guys, before I start, if you're not members of the Landing Page Lab on Facebook, please come on over and press join. There's loads of tips and tricks in there. And also, don't forget our Landing Page Guys YouTube channel, where we are always dropping fresh content, more audits like these, plus loads of other cool stuff. So hit the subscribe button, guys, there as well. So before I dive into the pages, all I've done is open them up. I have got with me, as ever, my 2 trusty tools. The first one being tools.pingdom.com. Guys, this is a free tool, so you can go out there and test the speed of your pages and sites, which is really helpful for conversion. And of course, I have with me builtwith.com, and this is going to show me exactly what you guys are using to build your awesome pages. So without further ado, what have we got today? Okay, so first impressions, I haven't really looked yet. It looks like this is going to be a nice clean page following some of the principles that we are always talking about. And what's this one built with? Okay, so first of all, it's in Polish. So guys, I will be cheating. I will be translating this page. What else have we got? Okay, so this looks like it's going to be a custom page. I've got high hopes for your page speed, guys. Yeah, it's good. It is good. I'm pretty sure you could possibly shade that a little bit more, but that's a really nice load speed that we've got going on there, guys. Super crucial. And as you can see, sub 2 is pretty good. And let's have a look at the page itself. So like I said, from first impressions, this looks like it's got a lot of what we kind of talk about on. So guys, if you don't know, you should by now, we always talk about the AIDA principle. And what that is above the fold here, you are going to give me the action. So create that sense of action. You're then going to be piquing my interest as we go down, creating this strong sense of desire for your product. And of course, that final call to action. So going in here straight away, the first thing I'm going to say is we've got loads of good stuff going on here, guys. Loads. So great with the trust icons. Let me just translate that as well. Really great to see those trust icons there. And again, you've got more trust here under your call to action, which is fab. What I would say, guys, is change the color of your banner. I think the call to action is great, but change this. You just want it to stand out and not look like part of your color palette. Also, guys, I would add in the words you've qualified for 50% discount and free shipping. So definitely make that a little bit more emotive. So that's cool. Great to see the social proof here, guys. Really important. You've got 4.9 out of 5, which is great. Guys, you haven't got a testimonial above the fold, which I think is one of the only things you're really lacking. So grab a testimonial, get a genuine image of a dog playing, and get that above the fold as well. Your call to action, add to cart, 50% off. A couple of things here. So one, great call to action. Loving the emoji, but I would change the wording and ditch the 50% off. So you're telling me 50% here, I've got 50% here, you're telling me 50% here. I don't feel like it needs to be on your call to action. And think about changing your wording to something a little bit more emotive, like grab mine now, rush my order, get mine now. Anything that implies, physically getting this, taking that action straight away. Again, with your 50% off, this seal, this is getting lost. It looks like part of your color palette. Have maybe a big yellow or big red sign that's saying 50% off. So some sort of seal there. Really good. Guys, we are always talking about a benefits-driven headline. However, this is good. I'm going to say this is good. So although it's not a benefit, you're saying toy of the year, sucker. Personally, I really like this headline. And if it's the toy of the year, you've already got a bit of a win-win there. So that's quite cool. I like the way you striked out your pricing. You're showing me that. Again, where I've translated this, guys, it's not showing me my savings. So maybe just check on that. Get rid of your free shipping in 48 hours. You've already told them up here, so we don't need to have that there as well. And then you can just bring this up slightly. I love your use of bullet points. It's brilliant. I'm not going to go into what you've actually written as such, because the translation, it gets lost sometimes. But what you are doing great is you're bolding out those bits that you feel are really important. You know, it's getting the attention of every dog, and it's a massage for your pet. So really nice section, guys. Just make sure you get that testimonial above the fold. So going down, we should be going into interest. What we always recommend, guys, is on your second section. So after your hero section, give me a nice 1, 2, 3. So 1, you know, order 2, we're going to get it to you 3 hours of fun for your dog without having to take it to the park or whatever it might be. What you guys have done is given me a testimonial. Personally, I feel like you don't need this here at all. Have your 1, 2, 3 section here instead. This testimonial should be smaller and above the fold, where it's going to add the most value to your conversion rate. So don't have that there. Have your 1, 2, 3. And then you're going in and telling me about the benefits here. You're giving me a nice visual. Great call to action. Again, you know, I like the fact you're repeating them. Just think about your terminology. I personally would move the icons underneath the testimonials and bring those up, just so that you're going from bigger to smaller. It's sort of more visually appealing. Also, guys, you've got so much padding here. It feels like there's kind of like a waste of real estate going on, which is a shame. Don't forget, it isn't just about mobile. It should translate just as well to your desktop, guys. But yeah, so you're piquing my interest. Here we go. Brilliant. So 1, 2, 3. How's it working? So you're telling me how it actually works. Stick it to the surface. Make sure you've got some space and watch their joy. So fab. So guys, all you need to do is take this section and place it here and ditch this testimonial. Okay, so that's great. So you're leading me in, telling me how easy it is. I love this. This is a really cute section. So it's great that you're doing donations as well. So it's a major kind of selling point these days. We all love our animals. Again, it's getting a bit lost in the white space, but nice section. You're giving me more visuals to kind of pique my interest. This is a really nice one. I quite like that. So that's cool. I like the repeat of your call to actions. You're doing that nice, guys. Just switch those around. Now you're starting to tell me some of the benefits. So great that you're giving me all these visuals, guys. I would lead with your benefits. So when you have your visual at the top, you know, your first visual, move it over to one side and give me some of those bullet points telling me, you know, that you guys, how I'm going to benefit, sorry. So personally, I feel like one of the major things of having this toy would be that whilst I'm working from home, the dog can keep itself entertained. So that's a huge benefit right now, especially with the market the way it is. So just think about getting those sort of aligned to the right, this to the left. So a bit more on the content benefits, guys, but really nice sections. Really nice. Then you go down into desire. Absolutely fab. Love seeing this here. Really impressed you guys are following the principles. Let's just have a little look at your images. Really nice. Okay, that one catches my eye instantly. It looks really cute. It looks authentic. Personally, I would take Rambo and I would place him on your hero section. I feel like he's going to give you the most value here and get that testimonial there. So really nice to see you following the principles. So we've gone from desire, repeat to call to action again, switch that around. Frequently asked questions, fantastic. So nice to see, guys. So you're absolutely killing it in the whole ADA principle, which is great. And then you go into, okay, so then you're giving me another page. What have we got here? We've got a guarantee, call to action, and a testimonial. Guys, I actually feel like you would benefit from removing this section entirely. So I know it sounds a bit harsh, but this is completely unnecessary. You've got a desire section. You've got loads of really cool call to actions. The only part you need from this entire page is this seal. And that's the seal that you should have above your fold. So ditch this section entirely, guys, and go straight into this one. So frequently asked questions to your action. And you're really putting it in my face, which is great. I like that you've used a different image here. It shows the product nice and clear. Again, you know, you've got your social proof. And this time, guys, you've given me a testimonial, which is great. What I would say is I know that stock because I've seen this one quite a few times. So make sure you get me that genuine image here as well. But brilliant. Yeah, so change up your terminology. Make sure that little sticker's working. But overall, really nice page, guys. Great one to start with. A few little things you can be actioning there. And love it. Great first page. So let's see what we have here. Something called Brand TKO. Okay, so obviously some sort of lead gen. Let me just grab that in here. And what are you guys building with? Guys, if I'm going too fast, or if you think, oh gosh, what did she say? Don't worry, you can pause this video, you can watch it back on YouTube. So, you can always go back and have a look through. Is that going to be a WordPress? Yeah. Okay, so WordPress is fab. We do so many lead gen on WordPress because it's just so user-friendly as well for you guys once it's all done. What's your load speed? Okay, it's creeping up. Okay, guys, so it's creeping up to 4.2. Personally, I feel like I know you can get this quicker, and that's going to have an impact on your conversion rate before we even look at the page. It's like compressing your images, stuff server side. You can send this to your developer, and they will be able to decrease this time to sub 3 seconds. And let's look at the page itself. So first things first, I like your color palette. It's nice. Brand TKO. Let me just have a little read. So we stop counterfeit products and services in their tracks. Cool. Our 24/7 brand protection enforcement team is equipped with proprietary technology and aggressively detects and removes counterfeit products and services. Oh, okay. So this is quite cool. Probably quite relevant now as well with the sort of online boom that we're having. Guys, what I feel like is you're not hitting your benefits here. So personally, straight away, I would take this out of the red box, and I would give me a more benefits-driven headline. So I'm guessing that this is going to be protecting my brand. I mean, if you're getting rid of fake products, it's going to be protecting my revenue. There's going to be all sorts of cool benefits to this service, which is super, super relevant right now. So take it out of this box, put it on 2 lines, and give me something about how you're going to be protecting me. So will protect your revenue or protect your brand. So just give me something a little bit more emotive. Then you can take this down onto 2 lines at most. Then that's going to give you some nice space to give me 3 or 5 bullet points talking about those benefits we just mentioned. So it's going to be something like that. So bullet point out those nice benefits for me. Above the fold, you've got a sticky call to action. Okay, so above the fold, guys, we've got no social proof. And what I mean by that is that there's no testimonial, there's no sort of 5-star reviews or 4 stars, whatever they might be. So make sure you have social proof above the fold. Personally, I'd have it over here. And it helps instill that trust in your brand as soon as we land. It's super, super key these days. Also, there's no trust here. And what I mean by trust, especially on lead gen, there's a few ways you can show it. So it could be that you've been featured somewhere, maybe you're accredited, but also the main thing is going to be brands and companies you've worked with, especially if you're dealing with e-com. And I think, I just saw you're working with some major industries. You've got pharmaceutical, you've got cosmetics, electronics, e-commerce. You are bound to have some cool companies, guys. So get a section here that just says, trusted by hundreds of companies. Just show me a few of those companies because it's going to give me trust. Also, guys, data encryption secured seal, always super cool. People don't want to give you their information if they don't feel like the page is secure. This is interesting. Personally, I think for yourselves, guys, test it. So test a page with your click to call, test a page with your form fill. Whichever one performs better for you, stick with one call to action. So whenever we do lead gen, we do lots of lead gen pages, we always stick with this, or we try to stick with one call to action, just because they convert better because you're giving people a consistent, easy message. Your form itself, the information you're asking for is not too bad. It's not too scary or overkill, so that's good. Change your call to action color, guys. It's clearly part of your color palette, so make sure that stands out from the crowd, like maybe the Amazon Gold would look quite good here. Think about your wording. Give me something a bit more emotive, so something like get my protection now, something more along those lines. Get an emoji on here. It increases your click-through rate, so definitely get one of those on there. I feel like the background is getting lost, but obviously as you go down it doesn't, so I don't know, maybe think of bordering this somehow. And then, so what we should be going down to in next is going to be your interest section. I like the fact that you've got a video. I love the fact that you've got a video, so it looks really cool. But what I would say is this is my first scroll, and as you can see, that cool information that I was just looking at is gone. And then when I go to my second scroll, half of the visual is gone. So make sure that this is fitting into the fold, guys. And I think once you've popped your benefits and your social proof on here, that will quite naturally navigate down. The next section I'd like to see, ideally, instead of this part here, is drop a 1, 2, 3 in here, guys. So tell me how easy it's going to be to work with you as a company. 1, what do I need to do? Fill in your form. 2, what are you going to do? Are you going to get back to me the same day? Are you going to get back to me the next day? You tell me. And then 3, how am I going to benefit from filling that form in today? Well, I'm going to have peace of mind or brand protection or monetary value. So give me that nice, clear 3-step process ending with the benefit. Excuse me. Then we're going into more interest. So this is about, benefits and features. Let me just have a read. So more than ever, people need to feel assured that their brand is 100% authentic. Yeah. If counterfeits product. Okay, so you're giving me the problem here, which is cool. Then we go down into monitoring extensive range of threats, scanning, tough on trackers, and so then you're giving me the features. And then here we have okay, so these are your benefits. So make sure that you're leading with your benefits. So, give me your problem, give me the benefits of your package, and then give me the features. I feel like stopping fakes, from undermining your consumer trust is a huge selling point of this. So make sure you're leading with these benefits, then give me your features. Also, guys, just make a note that this text is quite small, so be bolding out the words that you feel are the most sort of important to your consumers. Then we go down into the desire section. That's great. I love that. First thing to say here, guys, look, trysnow.com, adskills.com, kickprint.com. These are all companies that you've worked with, and they're going to instill trust. So get these, not the testimonials, but the company names above the fold, guys. So really, really cool to see a desire section. Then, guys, what you're lacking on this page is a frequently asked questions section. So you definitely need this in here. What are the barriers to entry here? This seems like it's going to be quite a complex subject. So, get your clients, get your consumers to say, right, what would you have asked us first before filling that form in? Get those FAQs on here, guys. Obviously, you're not going to have a repeat call to action because you've got a consistently sticky call to action. The one thing to say about that, guys, if you're going to have it, make sure that it's centrally aligned within this part of it, because it's knocking up some space and it doesn't look quite right to the eye. Love your branding. So there's a few bits there, guys, you can be adding, and I'd love to see this one when you've done it. Actually, really, really cool. So thank you for that. Now we are going on to number 3. Okay, so we've only got 5 pages today, guys, so we're almost just over halfway. Okay, guys, if you're watching this in the lab, then please head on over to our YouTube channel and hit subscribe. If you're not a member of our lab, landing page lab, go on over to Facebook and join the group. It's totally free and there's loads of cool stuff. So we have got Shopify. Nice, we've got a Shopify product page. So let's see what the load speed is like. Actually, guys, that's really good for a Shopify page. Shopify can be quite heavy, but that's a very good sign. You guys are killing it today with the times. Okay, so let's see. What is this page about? By the way, I am a huge DC, Marvel, and anti-hero fan, so let's have a little look. Okay, I'm just going to need to read this. So Black Packs of Mystery 2, The Art of Anti-Heroes. What is this? These packs involve taking no chance. None are guaranteed. Here's what you should know. Okay, so this is like a prize draw. We give you the money, you pick out the comics, and then it's a surprise to see what we get. Okay, I like the concept a lot. I think that's really cool. But what I am going to say, guys, is firstly, you'll run into a product page. I can't stress this enough, guys. If you can, run to a direct response sales page. So they are standalone, aggressive pages, all about the product that you want to sell. And on those pages, you're going to find none of these, no distractions, nothing that you can navigate away from. And they are going to convert at least 2 times more than a product page. If you don't know how to do it, guys, head on over to the YouTube channel. It shows you there, or of course you can get in touch with us. But let's go into the page. So the first thing to say, it's a product page. We see this very often, this whole, left or right aligned. None of this space could be used, but it can be used. So let's just go through and see what we can do. First thing to say, I like this. I like the fact that, this red is really in my face. This is nice. Just drop the words you've qualified in there before free, and that would be really cool. This is way too big, this section here. The fact that you've got a search bar this large and prominent tells me that your clients are struggling to find what they want from your pages. So guys, make this load smaller, have this over in the right hand corner, bring up all of your navs to the top. So you've got to have them because you're in a store, but bring those right up, bring that over to the left, and you'll ditch at least half of this bar. Don't forget, guys, on a mobile that this is going to translate. It's going to take up about a third, if not half of your mobile view. So this is really not necessary. This is an absolute no-no on any page at this point. Again, you're giving them an option to search. You're giving them an option to ask questions. They haven't even looked at the page yet, guys. So you should be giving them this information. If you really must have this much further down in your footer. So onto the sort of hero section itself, as it were. First thing to say is with the graphic, super cool topic. Obviously, I'm biased, but I feel like your imagery is not doing this justice. I think you can get some better images of the actual comics themselves, or take this, the mystery pack out of here somehow, because it's all looking a bit cluttered and you're not viewing the sort of major selling point, which is the comics themselves. So think about your graphic here. Black Packs of Mystery #2, the art of anti-heroes. I mean, it's cool, but it doesn't really tell me much. It's not very emotive. It's a little bit confusing. I guess depends on the targeted ad as well. But I feel like you could have a little bit more in here. So we've got our headline, you've got your price. What I want to see here is ditch all of this, guys. Pop in 3 or 5 benefits. What are the benefits of having a comic? Well, first of all, here you could win $1,000 comic. You'd be adding to your collection. You've got rarity. You've got, for those of people that like to get them out and read them, you're going to get a nice story, or however you want to word it. But essentially, there are benefits to these comics, guys. Make sure you're making those clear. Your call to action, I like the fact that it's green. I like the social proof, trust proof you've got here, so make sure that's centralized. What I would say is I don't know what your call to action normally is because you've sold out, but this light white on green is really not standing out. So think about bolding this, making it capitals, and getting an emoji on there as well. Excuse me. Also, guys, you have got no social proof above the fold. So what I mean by that is I need to see the 5 stars or 4.8 out of however many, and definitely have reviews. So give me a testimonial, someone that's bought the comic pack, that's really chuffed, and they've given you that review. So a few bits you can be doing to your hero section, guys. Then as we go down, you're going to be piquing my interest. So obviously benefits over features. These are comics, so they're a very visual kind of sell. What I would say is that this is quite confusing. Guys, what I feel you would benefit from is, instead of having all of this here, give me a clear 1, 2, 3 section. So one, in fact, how do people win? Sorry to keep scrolling. Okay, yeah. So instead of having all of that, what I want to see is 1, 2, 3. So 1, purchase your pack. 2, we'll roll the dice. We're going to choose your pack. 3, we're going to send your pack, and you're going to be mega chuffed with the pack that you get. So break it down into the fact that they do it, you're going to choose, and then they're going to win. So definitely keep that nice and simple, and I feel like that would add a lot of value to this page. Then you're giving me some interest in kind of, I've got a grand prize winner here with the Venom artwork. Absolutely awesome. But I would have this, try and get this into a whole section. Stop with all of this sort of wasted real estate on one side. So nice. I haven't seen a repeat call to action. No. So guys, have your hero, have your 1, 2, 3, have your nice Venom image and, grand prize. Then give me a call to action. So get mine now, obviously with the payment icons and the trust seals. Now you're giving me lots of imagery on what I could potentially win. Again, I feel like the picture quality isn't great, and maybe having this on a slider or a carousel would be much better. And again, after this, I would be repeating my call to action. Okay. Here you've got your how does it work section. This is what I was talking about, breaking that into those sort of 3 points. Personally, I wouldn't go with the runner giveaway software. I don't feel like people want to see this or need to see this. Just tell them that that's what you're doing. So 1, you're paying. 2, we're rolling the dice. 3, you're going to get your package. So simplify that out a little bit. Then we go into desire. So that's good. Let me see. Got my backpack. Cool. I mean, yeah, these are reviews. Again, think about using a carousel or a slider rather than that sort of long list, because scrolling is a nightmare. have a nice call to action again underneath your desire section. This is great to see that you guys are using an FAQ. Absolutely brilliant. Love that. And then we go down into, okay, so then we've got shipping, pre-orders, and the rest of it. It's a product page. I know you've got that there. Personally, I would ditch that, and I would definitely get rid of your related products. So even when you run into, if you're running this page for media, the last thing you want is to give them the options to sort of nav away from related products. It's confusing. It's mixing your message if they get this far. Ideally, what you want at the end here, guys, is another repeat call to action. So it's going to be a nice big image of the comic. Then it's going to be get your prize, give me those benefits, give me that call to action, social and trust proof. So love the product, love the concept. Just feel like there's a few things, guys, you might be able to implement that would really help you guys to skyrocket your conversion rate. So moving on to the fourth page of the day, and let me just grab, what's this? In-store announcements. Okay. And let's get that into here. Okay, looks like it's going to be a WordPress. Yep, so we got WooCom and WordPress. Again, absolutely brilliant. Love those. Shopify, they're all just so easy. Right, while that's running, I'm going to actually just jump onto the page itself. So what have we got? In-store announcements. Play audio messages between songs at exact times or precise intervals. Get started. Okay, so the first thing to say here, guys, is there's a couple of things you can add to this page straight away that are going to increase your conversion rate. And the first of that, you've heard me say it all the way through, sorry, is going to be social proof. So give me a testimonial, give me the image of the person that's given it to you, and give us those review stars. Excuse me. So yeah, make sure we've got the social proof above the fold. The other thing to say here, guys, is your headline. So in-store announcements. This is a statement. You're literally just telling me what it is you've got. Draw me in. Give me some more benefits here. Tell me why I need to have these in-store announcements. I'm going to instantly say this is going to be something along the lines of making more money and probably brand awareness, but I should imagine money is one of the leading ones. So give me those, make more sales with our in-store announcements, and then bullet point out your benefits, because there's a lot of psychology around this subject. So, pull on those benefits. So give me the headline, give me those 3 or 5 benefits. Switch up your call to action color, guys. It's clearly your color palette, so we want it to stand out. The fact that you've got an arrow is cool, but personally I would change that to like the pointed finger or an emoji. Get started. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. That's cool. So also you have got no trust above the fold. You're telling me that I've got some pricing here. So give me some payment seals, give me companies that you've worked with. I mean, this is in-store announcements. So you must have some sort of people that you've worked for. Get those above the fold, because that's instantly going to give credibility to your brand and your product. So nice and clean though. I do like what you're trying to achieve here. But there's a couple of bits you can be doing, which is nice. Then as we go down, you're going to be piquing my interest. Look, yeah. So this is nice. I like this. Draft your announcement, choose a voice, schedule your announcement. So you're telling me exactly how the actual product itself works. I probably would bring that down slightly and still pop in a 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be 1, get started, 2, get instant access, 3, start making more money, or whatever that benefit you choose is. So add in that sort of section there. You can keep it super small, it doesn't have to be huge. This is really nice. I like what you're doing here. So it's very clear to read. So interest. And again, here, look, I knew it. This is going to be some of the real benefits. So impulse purchases, social media engagement, brand awareness. These are great. Nice little section there, guys. What I would say is give me a repeat call to action here. So get started now, and again with any sort of payment icons or trust seals, and certainly with social proof. Then we go down into desire. Okay, so you've got 1 testimonial here. What I would say, just a little thing, is pop on the speech marks, because it shows that this is actually a testimonial and not something that's just been written. Again, look, Grandstand Pizza Shop. So someone's used it, so get that Grandstand Pizza seal up as your sort of trust along with any others. And you need to have more than 1 review, guys. So, minimum 3, but get some more reviews on that. But nice to see that you're following the principle. Then you would have another call to action, guys. Then we would need to see another section, and that would be the FAQ section. So, if I go back to This page, you know, having this frequently asked questions section will stop people from having to go to Google and find out those questions, or worse still, contact you. Because, you know, you paid for someone to be here. Don't give them an excuse to just leave. So definitely get that in there. Then we would have another section, guys, and that would just be, again, with a bit of imagery, you know, your nice headline, banging those benefits out, and that final kind of call to action. So I like your branding, I like your style, I like the simplistic, clean look you've got going on here, guys. There's a few little bits you can be adding in that will make a huge difference. One thing to say, guys, I know what you're doing, it's brand awareness. I love the fact you buried it in the footer. However, if you are ever paying for any traffic to land on a page, guys, this is a cardinal sin of paid media, because it is a killer for conversion. I'm just happy that you buried it in the footer. But overall, there we go, another page. And yeah, really enjoying these today, guys. Thanks so much. So moving on, I'm not sure I checked the speed on the announcements. Let's have a look. 2.48 seconds. Nice low speed time, guys. Not too bad. It's sub 3 seconds, so really nice. In fact, like I said, you're all kind of killing it on the speed today, which is great. So, you know, page speed is in the top 5 killers of conversion, and also, you know, it'll make or break your page. So well done when you're getting them nice and quick. So let's see what the final page is built with. So we have, did that go in? Sorry, let me just check. Yep, Home of Inspire. So we've got another WooCom and WordPress. Brilliant. And let's check the speed. Let's just wait for that one to load. So 2.1, again, nice speed. So you're all looking good here today. There are still always things you can do on speed, guys. Make sure you're compressing your images, you know, compressing those videos, and make sure you've got all that clean coding going on. So first impressions of this page when I land, guys, are, wow, it's quite busy. And I feel like there's probably quite a lot we can do here on the hero section to make some sort of real improvement. So first thing to say is, you know, I like your product image. This is cool, but this is way too busy. Okay, so here, let's go from the top down. So I love the fact that you've done this. Congratulations. I like the emoji. This is great. Just switch the color up, guys, because it's the same as your color palette. So definitely switch that color up. All of these trust hills, absolutely brilliant, but just have them in one line, so they don't need to go across the two. This shouldn't be in your header, okay? Your headline needs to be down on your hero section. And then your logo over here, guys, I would personally make this much smaller, left align it, and you can bring up at least half of your header, at least half. Don't forget how this translates on mobile, guys. It's really not needed there. So with your product image, this is cool. I like this one. Personally, I would ditch this one. Don't feel like that's necessary. It's overkill, and also it's preventing you from getting all of those key components on your hero section. So if we imagine we've got rid of the header now, we're just going to call this your hero. Get rid of this image, guys. I love the fact you've got 5 stars. You don't need to bold out all of the text. Just have 5 stars in that. Then give me the testimonial underneath. So use the real image of a person that's used your product and give me their testimonial. Okay, then we want to see the call to action above the fold. Have you got? Yeah, so you've got all of this stuff. It's just that it's all been pushed way down because of your imagery and all of this text, and it's all looking a bit confused, guys. So in actual fact, the way you've done your pricing is nice. I like the fact that you're showing me the monetary value. Your call to action is actually really nice, guys. You know, get mine now. Great with the emoji. You've got the trust proof here. You've got social proof. But all of this needs to be up on your hero section. Another thing you need on your hero section is a nice benefits-driven headline. So don't just tell me that it's a therapy one. Tell me that I'm going to not have to pay for a spa treatment. I'm going to save $300 and treat myself. So give me a headline. Give me 3 to 5 benefits. That nice social proof and the trust icons. So bring it all up onto the fold. Guys, these sticky call to actions, I'm really sorry, but these are not cool. Personally, I would get rid of these. It's just confusing as to where I'm meant to go next. So I know you've got sticky, but all of this is just messing it up. So ditch those entirely, guys. This section here, so we should be going down into interest now. I'm just going to scroll because this is quite long. Okay, I'm not going to read all this, guys, because obviously that's quite a lot of text going on there. What I would say is have your hero section, take all of this away, let's move the whole thing around. have a nice clear 1, 2, 3 section. So 1, order your flawless clear. 2, we're going to get it to you super quick. 3, use it for 15 minutes, save loads of money, feel fantastic. So break that down into a nice, interesting step for me. Then we go into features and benefits, although preferably we go over benefits over features first. So this is where you give me all that cool content telling me why this is so good. Guys, this doesn't need to be over 2 lines. It's proper overkill. Don't feel like these images are doing you any justice. In all honesty, this is way too text heavy. I feel like you could strip this back by at least a third and get better results, guys. So give me all of those benefits in here, lay it out with a bit of spacing going on. Look how this starts to look much cleaner when you've got some spacing and not all of this bolding and underlining. You've got some good use of bolding here. Make sure you bold out like I'm saving 100 to 300 pounds per treatment by doing this myself. So this is a better section than this for sure. Then as we go down, make sure you give me another call to action because you need to get rid of this one, guys. So give me that nice call to action again with social and trust proof. These are fab. These are absolutely fab. Personally, I would have these as a feature on your hero section because this is a major selling point. And also seals are really good on the trust. So take that into the hero section as well. Then you give me more about how it works. I mean, I don't think people are going to read all of this. Some people want the science, of course, but you guys are giving us so much that I just feel like you might be doing yourself harm by having too much content, which is the reverse of what we see quite often. Again, yep, you're still interested in me. You're still interested in me. Then we go down into desire. This is really cool. So I love the fact you've got before and afters. And these are good ones. These are what sell these kind of products. So really nice to see you using that. Again, guys, this doesn't need to go over 2 lines. You're just taking up space for the sake of it. So condense that down. Really nice to see that, though. That's a good little section. Again, you're giving me more of this, so much better. Yep, this is cool. Then you're giving me some scarcity. And then a seal. Again, don't feel like this is necessary on the page. Just give me the seal on the hero section. It's quite old school to have a section with this now. Then you go into bundles. Fantastic. First time I've seen bundles today. So we are always advocating bundles today. They are so, so cool because they're going to increase your AOV, which is brilliant. You've got nothing to lose by bundling if your product can be bundled. So let's see what we've got here. We've got 1 half of the high frequency spa spray. 3, only 5 pieces of face pack price. 2, just one's cheap as hairdresser. Okay, guys, so one thing I'm going to say here on this page is you really need to be careful in your wording because let me read this out loud to you. So just one's cheap as hairdresser fee. I understand when I think about it, obviously, that you're saying that this is cheaper than going to a hairdresser. But clearly the way that that's worded is not making that clear at all. So just watch that. I like the way you've done best deal. So that's cool. Great call to actions. Great that you're showing me how much I'm saving. So you've got some really cool elements here. Trust seals. Brilliant. Love it. So that's cool. Then we go on to claim your free gift. Okay. Then you go into how to use. Okay. So again, this section is, and this, maybe not this section, but this section especially should be back up within your interest section. Although I don't necessarily feel that you guys need all of this content that you've got. So instead, ditch this, go straight to your FAQs, which are fab, and then give me a hero section. So again, hit me with the image, hit me with the headline, those great bullet pointed benefits, nice strong call to action, again with another testimonial and those 5 stars, and you guys would see a huge uplift in your conversion, or I like to think you would, and I'd love to hear how you get on. So guys, we have come to the end of another session. Thank you so much for sending us your pages. Please don't forget, if you're watching this in YouTube right now, head on over to landingpagelab.com and join our free Facebook. And if you're in the lab and you haven't been to YouTube, please go on over, guys. If you'd like to get in touch or you need our help, please, as always, feel free. It's liza@landingpageguys.com or just landingpageguys.com. Really enjoyed looking at your pages today, guys. Thank you so, so much, and I will see you next time.